I once put my socks on my radiator overnight, so they'd be warm when I put them on in the morning. Edit. Found a pair of socks, lost my radiator. You do realize you can do it every night, right? I lost my socks. You are right. That probably was the smartest thing you ever did. Subscribe, and I will shout your name. What is the smartest thing you've ever done? Decided to learn a foreign language when I was in university. Fluency in a second language opens up a world of professions and places to do them. Purchased real estate in Vancouver 10 years ago. So, you're a millionaire now. We had a cricket ear in the basement rec room of our house. It would chirp and make a racket, but we could not fucking locate it. Every time we got close it would stfoo, and we just couldn't find it. Annoying as fuck. Anyway, I went outside with my phone and videotaped, just to capture the audio, about 30 seconds of some cricket chirping outside. Came inside, no idea if this would do anything, and set myself in the rec room, close as I could to the cricket noises without, so close that the little blighter would stop his cacophonic mating cries. I played my vid/noise, and closed in. Sure enough, the little bastard, upon hearing what was obviously, "Anybody wanna fuck, anybody wanna fuck, anybody wanna fuck," in cricket language, sure enough the horny wee critter came out. He had been hiding in the folds of upholstery at the back of an armchair. I placed a cup over him, slid some paper underneath, and placed him in the backyard, where he had an actual chance to get laid, and where cricket noises are welcomed when sitting around a fire with a beer in hand, but not when you are indoors trying to watch scene-filled episodes from your box set, or footy games from England. Back when I used to smoke weed as a teenager, I did it in the kitchen. My parents were gone for the day, so I thought it would be fine. I could just air it out the whole day. Well, I get a call from them that they would be back in about 20 minutes. I got all the fans I could, but that didn't work at all. With 10 minutes left I had to think. What could I do? The best idea I've ever had happened. I took out a bag of popcorn and then put it in the microwave and burnt that shit. The whole house smelled like burnt popcorn now instead of weed, which is nice, because that would then explain why I had all the fans and the windows and doors open. Why did you forget about the popcorn in the microwave and let it burn? Because I was high as fuck. When I was 20 I declined to try heroin. I started rock climbing. I graduated college, didn't make any friends there, high school friends were all dispersed. I just randomly decided to go to a climbing gym nearby and met an awesome group of people. 4 years later I have some of the best friends of my life and have been on some great adventures 10/10ths would recommend. Bought 500 shares of Apple roughly 20 years ago. OMG, came back to this. So yeah, sold a bit of it after it split. Held for a long time and just split twice more. Sold a bit a while back when I thought it was finally topped out, and now a huge chunk is just gaining for my retirement. I have 4-year-old twin girls, so I figure they will spend it all. He got me invested in some kind of fruit company, and then I got a call from him saying, "We don't need to worry about money no more." Uninstall League of Legends. My wife is the smartest thing I have done, and I continue to keep doing. Totally agree. I love doing your smart wife. Spent hours in my bedroom figuring out how computers work. Today I'm a director of technology. Did you repeatedly turn your computer off and on again? Hit the gym. I'm now in good shape, strong for the first time in my life and confident. The pursuit of gains also gave me something to strive towards in life and practically erased my depression. Quit my mental health job. I was basically an underpaid, glorified babysitter. Much happier leaving that behind. I did the same thing. So freeing, being able to sleep without thinking about the shit drug addicted parents did to their children. I don't regret the help I gave people. I regret the pain and suffering I brought home with me. The nightmares, oh god, the nightmares. I teach English to children in Korea now. Best decision I ever made. Here's an odd one. I put my hand up for a random extempore debate thing in 8th grade because I wanted to be someone other than a stereotypical nerd who studied a lot. That by itself was meaningless, but a year later, when my teachers had to select who they would send to represent the school at some debate, they sent me because I was a good student and had seemed willing in the past. Then it turned out that the debate thing I went to was actually a secret selection workshop for representing my country at the school level International Debating Championships, WSTC. I did well, got in, and ended up representing my country thrice, traveling to 2 new continents and 3 countries, all expenses paid, plus the experience, plus the fact that it has looked kick-ass in my resume and been very useful in interviews both for university and subsequently for my job. Started saving 10% of my paycheck in a retirement account when I was 18 years old. I'm now saving close to 20%. I've been doing this for 15 years and have a decent sack of change, and if I'm able to maximum out my retirement savings at $18,000 a year, which I should be able to do in 3 years with my promotions, I'll be a multi-millionaire when I retire in my mid-60s. Marrying my husband. I'm totally not saying this just because he's right next to me at this moment. Blink twice if you need help. It's been 33 minutes. We should send help. I don't know, it's Sunday and that sounds like work. Probably not the smartest, but something I was really proud of. We were playing 4-way chess on one of those special boards and I managed to set it up so that I successively took all 3 other queens and then put a player in check, forcing the loss of a bishop as well, all within a few turns. All my friends said it was bullshit luck, but I know the truth. I'm horrible at chess and always have been. But when I was 14, I joined the chess team in high school. I would play against every student there and would lose every time. I became the kid who they'd practice on. But one day, I played against the best player on the team. And he made the biggest mistake of his life while everyone was watching, and I got him in a checkmate. Never went back after that. Possibly my biggest accomplishment. 10 years ago, dropped out of university and checked myself into a mental health facility. Turns out untreated and severe depression is bad for you. Bonus points for no longer being in my toxic home environment during the hospital stay. Left computer science in the last semester to become an artist. Everyone thought I was insane. Current bank account says different. Current personal fulfillment does too. Edit. I can't answer everyone how, so here goes. I work as an illustrator for video games and book covers, etc. A CS person in my city makes 4k a month. I make 10 to 12k a month. This money is due to exchange rates. It's a perk of living in a shitty country. My job type allows me to do what I never could with CS. I majored fine arts, so oil paintings and stuff. I have since moved to a first world country, so I'm not rolling in the dough anymore. Haha, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Follow your dreams, kids. Purchased a modest amount of Ethereum back in June of 2017. About 2 paychecks worth, nothing crazy. My wife and I now have enough to pay off both our student loan debts, with a bit to spare. I would consider it a life-changing amount of money. I mean, we are not retiring off of it or anything, but no debt is no debt. Unless you're paid daily, that is pretty crazy. Quit my shitty job on a whim and went back to school. Completed a 2.5-year program in a year by taking extra classes every semester and walked into a job that I love. It really was a rash decision, but one that worked out well for me. When I broke the thermometer, I strategically placed my cat so it looked like he did it. Mom didn't suspect a thing. Bought Crocs for work. I'm a cook. Those things are the best, even though they look so stupid. Treated people decently and had a good work ethic. When the company I worked for cut me loose because of a bad merger, another company immediately called me and offered me a job. I had a new baby and a new house, so that saved my bacon, no question about it. Cops broke up a party at the small university I was attending. They arrested everyone underage. People ran into bedrooms and shut the lights and closed doors. I ran into a room with a girl, told her to leave the door open and lights on. We went into the closet. Cops arrested everyone in the other rooms, poked their heads into our room and left. I found my old DS about a year ago and started playing brain training again. I've never learned how to do Sudoku and never attempted it. One night, I got absolutely hammered, and when I awoke the next morning, the majority of Sudoku puzzles were completed, and to this day, I have no knowledge on how to do Sudoku.